that phone call telling me that I had to move back home. I'm like, move back home? I just started filming this new project called Man Talk Major Podcast. You can Google it or type it in your YouTube search bar. I was going to film and record my episodes on the balcony to allow the little small town people to see we don't have to stay at the bottom. We can elevate and move up. And speaking of moving up, my brother started his own clothing brand, which I will allow him to break it down and explain later on in the movie. This visit is me letting him know that I'm about to move back home. See, it's my mama. She's sick. So the following day, I called and made arrangements for the movers and packers to pack up and transport all of my belongings back to Marlin. Well, after being here a couple of weeks, ducked off, handling business, getting my mother squared away, it dawned on me. Ain't no skyrise balconies to record on around this little dusty, bad road, bad water when it's not shut off. Flood waters whenever we get a good rain. Yeah, we ain't doing no tripping, kinfolk. Yeah, we gonna welcome y'all with open arms to where we from, how we do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's just what it is. Yeah, we gonna show y'all, man, things gonna get better. It started out like this right here. Yeah, that's right. It started just like this, with me out here on the grounds with the people, not up on the balcony in my fancy high-riser. Now this right here is one phone call, and I sent my $10 to the Cash App. And if you pay attention, it's not a whole lot of talking going on. I went from not knowing what I was gonna record since I moved back to the country to me just recording everything. See, I told my city I needed some footage so I could tell my story, and boy, did they come through.
Look, I'm Heartless, better known as Katie May around here, and I grew up on Gresham Street. I've been putting these burgers down since my son was in this Victory Bowl game. Now, it's my everything. The only place in Marlin you can come to and buy a burger and fries, pork chop basket, 24 hours a day. Up to my 3 o'clock in the morning. Hit me up. Right here, 303 South Gresham Street. Hardest be putting it down. If my boy's frying chicken, frying fish over there, I got the homemade fries. I sell them. I've been peeling these potatoes a long time. I wouldn't dare stop.
Them regular potatoes,
Yeah.
and they just cut up, man.
Like that.
We do our own thing. We live off the land. Out there, we growing the potatoes. Growing them, slicing them up, dicing them up, and we frying them up, man. That's how we do it.
Y'all?
Hey, Fat, come check this out off the glimpse of this joint.
God,
Oh,
damn, boy. Boy, if the goddamn video's gonna allow y'all to
They can
smell this shit.
this right now.
If you pay attention, this guy right here, yeah. You see him chewing? Yeah. Now, this is my nephew right here that got his back to me. I don't know if y'all know it or not, but you can pay attention. That's him biting. Yeah. Now, if you look at Lee keep looking back at me, cause I already ate 2 pieces of the chicken. See, the name of his chicken is called JBM. JBM? Yeah, jawbone moving. If you pay attention, you see, he got that bone out the way. Why? He don't need nothing in the way. Cause that's what, look at her. JBM. Look at her, you can't tell me that jawbone moving, ain't it? Yeah, see how he hit that? He ain't done. Go back, yeah, gotta get that. Go on, get that. Gotta get that. You hear me? Look at, huh? Bite it, say what? Go back and get that. Gotta get that. JBM. Jawbone moving.
Oh, he got me on video. What's up with it, Pope?
Yeah.
Yeah, sitting back eating fried chicken, man.
What's up?
We on South Gresham. Just chilling.
Goddamn G-Block.
Yes, sir. Having a great day.
Yeah, see how he hit that? Yeah, gotta get that. Go on, get that.
Man, that chick good in the bit, boy. That big gold in this
Yeah,
smoke.
that's what it is, man.
Not right number.
Yeah. Y'all check this out.
You tuned in to Marlin, Texas Media.
January the 12th, 2019, I started this YouTube page. Even though my safe place is in my home, the internet allows me to share and show my many talents to the rest of the world. I use my hometown people, which I know and feel safe and comfortable around, just as my hometown people know and understand me. And since we have that understanding, they allow me to set up my camera and record them in the raw, M-square, natural form. Well, the very next day, which was January the 13th, 2018, I uploaded my second video to YouTube. As the email reads, "Hi James Jones, way to go uploading another video. Now that you got 2 videos under your belt, the best thing to do is to keep up the good work. Your videos can inspire, teach, or simply make someone somewhere smile. All you have to do is share them." What? So basically you telling me I got a job? Well, put me to work. And what you're watching is the oldest rapper entering the rap game. And the first project is Marlin, Texas Mixtape, Volume 1. What you're looking at right now is February 2019 Creator Monthly. I receive these every month. It's like a summary of how your page done throughout that month. And if you read this email, it says, "Hi James Jones, new month, new you." You absolutely correct. Man, I've been auditioning for the movies. I've been auditioning for rappers. Matter of fact, look at this clip. I don't think y'all understand the level of seriousness when I said the oldest rapper to enter into the rap game that shoots his own music videos. Yeah, might as well go and add that up off in there. Yeah. So as I'm practicing on my craft and uploading my footage that I feel good about filming on my YouTube page, and just like that, I receive another monthly creator that make me feel like they're talking to me directly. And the email reads as follows. "Hi James Jones, isn't the energy from your viewers awesome? It could take you to the top of the world while bringing us all closer together." Now, this is from the Creative Monthly for the end of April 2018. You know what come after April? May. May the 1st, 2019, I uploaded a video.
Yeah, got him. Got him, boss. Hey, Jack, that's how you gotta handle him. That's how you gotta handle him, you hear me? We ain't bored him. Let's go post it to Facebook.
That video ended up going viral. Within the next 3 days, D.L. Hughley shared the video, Mike Epps shared the video, Benjamin Crump, who is Trayvon Martin lawyer, shared the video. The video had even been playing in Hong Kong. It finally dawned on me, upload the video to your YouTube page. May the 5th, 2019, I uploaded the video to my YouTube page and I received this in my email. "Congrats, James Jones, you passed 100 subscribers. Now let me remind y'all, I started this YouTube page January the 12th, 2019. So May the 12th, 2019 would have made 4 months. So it took 4 months for me to get to 100 subscribers. Well, the very next day, which was May the 6th, 2018, I received this email reading, "High five, James Jones. You have enough fans to fill up a jumbo jet." Well, what make me stand apart from other internet sensations is I'm bringing answers to our problem, not just talking about them and make them sound good. So since the people tapped in and feeling what I'm saying like that, let me start me this GoFundMe. So May the 6th, 2018, I received the email and it reads as follows. "Welcome to GoFundMe, James. Your GoFundMe is live right here." I immediately started thinking about that email that I received. Now that you got 2 videos under your belt, the best thing to do is to keep up the good work. Your videos can inspire, teach, or simply make someone somewhere smile. All you have to do is share them.
It's bun toasted on the pit. It's going down over on the square, man. Yellow Square, man. 2019. What is this hood day? Right here, man. It's an annual event. Y'all come out and holler.
Come out and holler, come and show love. This is the reason we doing this for. This is the reason I'm 50 in this game, cause I still be screwing shit up. When I should be fluent as fuck, I feel like I don't be doing enough. I watch them do what they do when they do what they do. They still don't do it like us. Light it up where the candles at. If it's good business, we gon' handle that. When I touch down, we dismantle that. If the energy bad, we gon' channel that. Marlin, Texas, where we gather that. This King Street Park to be exact. We gon' leave a mark, we gon' impact. Rest in peace, John Boston.
Square, man.
Scooter done turned PMC. Rest in peace, Daniel Guillory. Pug looking like a young Bun B. Rest in peace, Big Nate. Wherever he was, that's where the fun be. Rest in peace, Rodney Gorman. He stayed chasing that money. And I was blessed to catch them all on the same day in the same space. And I was blessed to know them all and know that we all hold the same faith. So next time I swing around and throw that camera off in your face, be thoughtful and mindful of the memories we can create. My dad used to always wonder if we would ever have a black president. My dad passed away October the 30th, 2004. Well, 2014, my mother lost the last of our childhood memories due to a house fire, meaning I have 0 pictures of me and my dad. So when my kids start having kids, I can't show them any pictures of us. No videos, no voicemails to be able to let them hear what his voice sound like, nothing. And that turned me into a film everything. I'm snapping pictures and capturing memories of everything. See, this is the 4th annual Hood Day, but this is my first time ever because I don't like being around large crowds, especially my people, because we don't know how to act. Just like my daddy was wondering if we would ever have a black president, I be wondering, is black folks gonna ever get it together? Stop hurting each other, start helping one another. If you pay attention, all of my shots are from long distance. I'm far back on the outskirts, zoomed in. I grab good footage, good snapshots, and I'm gone back to the safe spot. May the 6th, 2019, I just reached 500 subscribers. The email says, your YouTube channel is up to 500 subscribers. That's awesome. We can't wait to see where you take your channel next.
I'm on top of my game. I know you see the gold teeth and tattoos and immediately think I'm another plain, normal, regular black guy. No, player, wrong one. But let me educate you guys today.
Well, the next Creative Monthly was for July the 6th, 2018. It shows a total of 2,222 subscribers.
Y'all time of running things, it has came to a closure, bro. Let me show you. 38.02. I got found not guilty for speeding.
You're not going to shout at me. Lower your voice.
Now this was March the 12th, 2019 in the same courtroom that I was found not guilty in. I already felt something fishy was going on being that I was found not guilty but having to come back to the same courtroom. I thought about my special list number 3, one-party consent. Let me record this for my record just in case they say I was disorderly or disrespectful, where it would be me, the convicted felon with the criminal background history word over the judge word. Who you think they gonna believe? So as the video shows, I was using the exact same voice tone that I've been using. But that was because the secretary had agreed with me, and that made the judge mad.
He had a trial, Judge.
Oh,
That's from a trial.
That secretary was there when I went to trial and I was found not guilty. On my way walking out of the courtroom, I had to sign out. That lady put her hands on my hands, looked up at me and said, I am so proud of you. When that lady was telling me that she was so proud of me, the first thing that came to my mind was, she ain't never seen nobody handle them like this. I was actually found not guilty. That's why she spoke up for me.
He had a trial, Judge.
Oh,
That's from a trial.
this is from a trial.
And that made the judge mad. So she wanted to remind me who was in charge.
I got found not guilty for speeding.
You're not going to shout at me. Lower your voice.
March the 12th, 2019, I was allowed to leave the court. No contempt of court, nothing.
So the time that I went to, the time that I, the time.
done. I'm done.
Thank you.
I'm done.
Nah, they was far from done. To be honest, they was just getting started.
April the 30th, I was leaving the Cefco in Marlin, Texas.
Like we have done something, we ain't even did nothing. What's going on?
Let's go to verbal warning, okay, for the...
Nah.
I'm speaking, sir.
Nah, homie.
Hold on, sir, I'm speaking. Okay, let's go to verbal warning for turn signal and not...
When you leave out of your yard, private property, you don't need a signal light when you're leaving your yard. Now, when you heading back home and you're on the public street, yes, you got a signal. That's a safety precaution because you want to let them know behind you that you're about to make the turn. So that's something totally different. But leaving out of your private property, you don't need a signal light.
Okay, let's go to verbal warning for turn signal and not having your driver's license on you. Please carry that license.
I'm gonna be up there to file a report on you though.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, excuse me.
Bye.
Excuse me.
You can leave.
Could you back?
I'm good. You can leave now, sir.
Nah, I don't want you trying to say. I don't want you to say I'm trying to hurt you or nothing.
Oh, no, sir. It's all recorded.
It's okay. So just there you go.
You have a safe night.
Yeah, that's harassment, man. Total harassment. I got pulled over for nothing. He thought because he was giving me a warning that I was supposed to be like, okay, happy, not knowing that I know that you're violating. What you're doing is wrong. Okay, so I makes it home. I go to sleep. I wake up in the morning, muster up to put on some clothes, put on me some shoes. That's why you see I still had on my pajamas. Make my way outside because I got to go to the backyard. Soon as I come out my house to walk down the driveway to go to the backyard. Okay, Texas Penal Code 38.02. Let me read it to you so you can be educated. That happened May the 1st. The month of June, I received this paperwork in the mail explaining about the court from March the 12th, telling that I didn't go along with the court authority, but they didn't know that the court was recorded. When I have videos showing, I was just trying to tell her, ma'am, I'm found not guilty. But here goes some paperwork saying that I went against the court authority and now I gotta go back to court July the 10th. I went to that courtroom. When I walked inside the courtroom, there was no one inside the court but me, just like the last time. Only difference is, this go round, there was 2 police officers. I was handcuffed in that fake courtroom for telling that judge that I was found not guilty. They charged me with contempt of court, not knowing that it was recorded. And when they transported me to jail from the courtroom, they didn't even search me. They just rushed me into the jail cell. And later on, when I realized that I had the phone and I took these pictures and I made that video. I'm locked up, they won't let me out. Yes. They won't let me out. I'm locked up, they won't let me out, no. When they discovered I had the phone, Sheriff Ricky Skateman came in and talked to me. He told me personally that that was their fault. They did not do their job and that he'd take full responsibility and that I would not be charged. They came out of Sheriff Ricky Skateman's mouth.
The Falls County Sheriff's Office tells Fox 44 the 43-year-old veteran was arrested for having prohibited items in a correctional facility, which is a third-degree felony. The sheriff says he smuggled a cell phone into the jail during a previous arrest for contempt of court.
You're not going to shout at me. Lower your voice.
Now, I don't want to be put out there, and I don't want to have everything thrown out there on the internet because that's not how you fight a fight.
Well, just hear me out.
To fight in the court.
Okay, listen at this one. When you got people who can make up a fake phone smuggling charge, who can make up a fake charge and just come and grab me, you hear me? And just come and get me, take my freedom.
Arrested by Marlin police with charges unrelated to Monday's incident, unrelated to Monday's incident, unrelated to Monday's incident.
Fake phone smuggling charge. 30 days later, I was charged with smuggling a cell phone into a correctional facility. Now, when I bailed out for that smuggling a cell phone charge, when I paid my money to bail out for that, they dropped the case. Even you said in the cell there was a bogus fake case. The same way you saying today.
I can't answer that question.
I know it. There's a lot of questions.
I don't know the answer.
That's right. But and guess
I don't know the answer to it.
This is retaliation for Bledsoe 10 Commandments. Because number 2 off Bledsoe 10 Commandments, I prove that the speed stop is an illegal fraudulent stop if you fill out the proper paperwork. And the not guilty for the speed stop prove that the speed stop was unjustified, meaning failure to display driver license, expired driver license, no driver license, no proof of insurance, DUIs. All of those are secondary offenses. If the main reason they pulled you over is for speeding, now they say they smell marijuana, they have turned this into a fishing expedition, which have turned into a full-fledged search for poisonous fruit. The speed stop is how they get a lot of people. Now they mad, so they started harassing me really bad. But just like I have Bledsoe 10 Commandments, I also have my special list. Well, number 3 on my special list is one-party consent. One-party consent or single-party consent means that you can record a phone call or meeting as long as you have consent from one of the parties in the meeting or on the phone call. So the one-party consent rule is a principle that allows one person to secretly record a conversation without the other person's knowledge or consent. Well, due to the extreme harassment, I felt the need to record these encounters for my record, for my proof. Being that I'm a convicted felon, that's the first thing they like to try to use to discredit your words. So being that Texas is one of 37
one-party consent states. That's why I recorded this encounter.
Texas Penal Code, failure to identify.
You heard what Kendall said?
Ray Bledsoe has a reputation in the Marlin community for raising awareness of citizens' rights when it comes to being approached by police.
So being that Texas is a one-party consent state, I chose to exercise that so people don't have to take my word for it. But please know that there are 11 states that are two-party consent state, which is the opposite of one-party consent state. Two-party consent states is an all-party consent state because every individual involved in the conversation must be made aware and agree to the recordings. Those states are California, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Washington. Those are all-party consent states, meaning everyone being recorded must be made aware and agree to the recording, whether it's face-to-face meeting or over the phone. That's when you hear that recording. This phone call is being recorded for a quality assurance. When you hear that recording, that's one of those all-party consent states. They gotta let you know that this phone call is being recorded. See, the first time I seen Tia Kemp doing her prank phone calls, she had called the correctional facility checking on R. Kelly. I said every phone call she's recording from Florida, she's breaking the law. The first thing you were supposed to say out of your mouth is, this phone call is being recorded for quality assurance and training purposes only.
What's up, 607R? Where's your mama? Why you always talking about on my mama? You need to stop saying that.
That's why when I heard Charleston White talking about two-party consent.
Illegally recording, state of Florida. Huh? I'm gonna tell you what it is now. I'm teaching y'all lessons about recording folks.
I was like, whoa, because I remember when I got a notification from ban Charleston White. I was like, Charleston following me? I immediately thought to myself that it was a fake page until I clicked on it. I seen freshly uploaded videos, and more important than that, when I seen Say Cheese TV following this account, I immediately knew it was real.
You see what it says there? Florida is a two-party consent state when it comes to recording conversation, meaning it is illegal to record someone without their knowledge in situations where they have a reasonable expectation of privacy. This applies to in-person, phone, and electronics.
All right, peep this, Charleston. How long have you been knowing about two-party consent? See, here's a screenshot of my YouTube page showing a video of my special list 3 years ago. Here's a video of what you was doing 3 years ago.
Probation, how can I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to locate the probation officer of a well-known gang member based out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
There are 11 states that are two-party consent states, which are all-party consent states, because all parties involved in the phone conversation must be made aware and agree to the phone recording. Those states are California, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, Nevada.
Probation, how can I help you?
The first thing you were supposed to say out of your mouth is, this phone call is being recorded for quality assurance and training purposes only.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to locate the probation officer of a well-known gang member based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I think he's from Chicago, but he's on probation in Las Vegas. You see what it says there? Nevada is a two-party consent state when it comes to recording conversation, meaning it is illegal to record someone without their knowledge in situations where they have a reasonable expectation of privacy. This applies to in-person, phone, and electronics. I'm sorry, by the way, my name is Charleston White, and I'm a well-known community activist out of Fort Worth, Texas.
Miss Kia Temp, I know that you're somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's mother, a whole lot of people auntie. And I want you to know that I don't mean any disrespect. Charleston White, I damn near didn't want to do this part because I know how you can get. But see, I have 9 videos of you that I've never posted or shared because I'm not a snitch. I'm not a tattleteller. I don't want to see anybody go to jail that doesn't deserve to. And the only reason I posted this video was because of the topic that you guys are speaking on.
which is recording someone in person or over the phone, which is number 3 on my special list. So Charleston, I want you to know that I don't mean any disrespect. It's just that I've been trying to share my experiences, but the people. You see the gold teeth and tattoos and immediately think I'm another plain, normal, regular black guy? No, player, wrong one, but let me educate you guys today. 2009, I was stopped in Waco, Texas for speeding. I was in the car with a childhood friend who had turned informant. His job when the police officer stopped me was to make sure the drugs were in plain sight, which give the police officer probable cause to do a more extensive search without a warrant. Well, after 3 failed searches, the officer ended the search and allowed me to call my girlfriend to come and get the automobile. Well, the officer that was talking to the confidential informant placed him in the back seat with me and immediately went straight to the drugs. After the other officer 3 failed attempts, well, I bailed out of jail March the 5th, 2009, and I never heard anything from McLennan County courts. I never heard anything from my bail bondsman. Well, April 27, 2011, over 2 years later, I was booked in McLennan County Jail for possession with intent to deliver. And like so many of us, I was unable to afford proper legal representation, so public defender it was. For those of y'all who know, they trying to get you to take the plea deal off the top. So I asked to represent myself pro se, which allowed me to fill out paralegal forms, and I received case law pertaining to my case. So being that I was stopped for speeding, I looked up everything that they had on speeding. That's how I was able to come up with number 2 on Bledsoe 10 Commandments. Well, that speed stop led to them searching my mother's vehicle, where I was charged with possession with intent to deliver. So the next paralegal form that I filled out, I said I want everything that y'all have on possession. And I was talking about possession of drugs, you know, like possession of stolen property, the 9/10 law possession. When I tell you they sent me everything, including adverse possession, which I knew nothing about, and we'll get back to that shortly. Well, when I tell you number 2 on Bledsoe 10 Commandments and number 1 on my special list made them drop the dope case. That's right. I figured out on how to beat drug cases. The charge went from possession with intent to deliver to a new charge of bail jumping. So they charged me with bond jumping and they quickly rushed me to TDC so I couldn't appeal it. You can go to Google and search Ray Bledsoe appeal and read how twisted their lies are. And like the movie Apollo 13, Austin, we have a problem. How can you play a game and not know the rules and expect to win that game? Let me repeat that. How can you play a game and not know the rules and expect to win that game? Whether it's Uno, dominoes, spades, chess, if you don't know the rules, your opponent can move the goalpost whenever they see you progressing, whenever they see you advancing. See, McLennan County Jail didn't have a law library, so I had very limited access. But when they sent me to TDC, I lived in a law library. That's where I came up with Bledsoe 10 Commandments. That's why when Lott, Texas stopped me for speeding, my PTSD kicked in. Because I already been to the penitentiary for sticking to what black people call a G code. The not snitching, staying solid. Well, I went to the penitentiary and I was innocent. Well, the police reports say I stopped a black Jeep Liberty bearing a license plate blank for making a wild right turn from East Waco onto Preston, nearly striking the opposite curb. The driver of the vehicle was Ray Bledsoe. The vehicle is registered to his mother. Bledsoe was arrested for outstanding traffic warrants. Let me pause it right here. Let me explain this. This happened in 2009. The officer stated that he stopped me because he seen me going a high rate of speed down Waco Drive. But here on the police report, he wrote that I nearly struck the opposite curve. Well, this is my mother's automobile, and it's registered in my mother's name. If you run my mother plates, my name wasn't anywhere on any of her information. I'm not from Waco. Ain't nobody knowing my government name like that from Waco other than the passenger with me. Man, that officer came to the driver's side of that door and asked me for my driver license. I said, I don't have my driver license, but I can give you my driver license number. The officer said, what's your name? I said, Ray. The officer said, Bledsoe, step out of the vehicle. You have outstanding warrants for your arrest. Immediately, red flag. How did this officer already know my name? How did the officer already know that I had warrants before taking my information to his computer to run it? A search of the vehicle revealed a bag of crack cocaine weighing approximately 13 grams hidden behind the console plastic on the driver's side of the transmission hump in the area of Bledsoe's right leg. This was obviously put there recently as the crack was still wet from being produced.
After being Mirandized, Bledsoe said his mother had not placed the crack there, which he could not have known unless he was aware of the crack and who had placed it there, namely him. He is charged with its possession. Listen to me. I didn't know anything about no crack. I hadn't seen any crack, and when was asked about the crack, I said, "Sir, I don't know what you're talking about." I even asked, if I can see it. Can I see what you're talking about? The officer then asked me for the second time who the vehicle belonged to. I'm thinking it's like a trick question or something because the officer just asked me who was Mama Jean earlier. I told him that's my mother. Well, when he asked me this time, I said, my mother. The officer said, well, since you don't know anything about the drug, we'll just charge the owner of the vehicle. Let me break this down to you. Let me explain this. My mother have 7 brothers, 3 sisters who all know their big sister have no dealing with drugs. My mother had 5 kids, making me have 4 siblings who all know their mother have no dealing with drugs. But you telling me that my mama is about to catch a dope case because I haven't seen or don't know anything about the drugs that was found where? Hidden behind the console plastic on the driver's side of the transmission hump in the area of Bledsoe's right leg. Soon as I heard the officer explaining where it was hidden at, I immediately knew, man, my mama ain't done no stuff like that there, man. Look at what he wrote. Bledsoe said his mother had not placed the crack there, which he could not have known unless he was aware of the crack and who had placed it there, namely him. He is charged with its possession. Now this happened March the 4th, 2009, before I knew my rights, before I learned the rules. Now this stop is 9 years after graduating from Texas Poor Man College, better known as TDC. Well, I was in the same black Jeep Liberty, bearing the same license plate. Matter of fact, listen what this stop was.
The reason for the stop was a 63 and a 55, and they don't have a license plate.
Before I learned the rules, I just went off of what they said. But after I learned the rules, I just go off of their rules, their codes that they have written. So they can't say I'm a sovereign citizen who doesn't think that their rules apply to them. Yes, simply learning the rules is the reason that I got a copy of this chest camera footage.
He's advising his first name is Ray, middle name is Clarence, or it may be Clarence Ray Bledsoe. I'm not for sure. Just run him both ways.
As for the 81, just verifying, is his date of birth going to be July 4th of 1976?
That's what he advised.
10-4, I do have a Ray Clarence Bledsoe.
10-4, does he show a current DL or anything about this subject, please?
Stand by, sir. As for the 81, I do show a current DL and ID expiration, both July 4th, 2019. Is eligible on both. Stand by for your 43, sir.
10-4, I'm going to see if I can get a VIN number from off of this vehicle he's driving because there's no license plate.
Back in the car, he telling them there is no license plate. Body camera footage showing clearly there is a license plate. This footage allowed me to hear my criminal history.
As for the 81, I have your 43 when ready.
Good.
43 comes back, total arrest is going to be 5. Total convictions is going to be 1. 1 criminal mischief, less than 1,500. 1 possession of a controlled substance, less than 200 grams. 1 interfering with the duties of a public servant. 1 failed to ID giving false fictitious information. 1 failed jumping and 1 failed to appear felony.
That was read off February the 21st, 2018. I had 5 encounters with the police, only 1 conviction. And you heard nothing about anything violent. You heard nothing about me being hazardous. But listen at what shows up when they run my plates now.
Now everything is in a computer.
Just show them your driver's license and they can look it up.
Same thing with running my my license plate. You can run that license plate and y'all know that I'm legit. You know I got insurance. You can run it and tell when someone don't have insurance.
Some of them. Most of them you can.
Okay.
Like smaller insurance agencies don't.
Okay, well what about this one? Do you think you can run my... Wow, why so many vehicles?
You have a hazard on you, man.
What hazard?
You got a hazard on you.
What's a hazard? What that?
When we run your license plate, it's showing that you got violent tendencies and all that other stuff.
That who?
Your Clarence?
Got violent.
I'm Ray.
Ray Clarence?
Ray Clarence Bledsoe. Yeah. They say I got violence, what?
Apparently, I guess back in the day, you got a hazard put on you saying that you have known to have violent tendencies or something like that.
What violent crime, what violent act have I done since February the 21st, 2018? other than me showing that I have educated myself since being illegally convicted for drugs that I never saw. Well, these many years later, God allowed me some proof of the sheriff saying what I've been saying the whole time.
I looked in here. I didn't.
That's just where his kinfolk hid it on me and Jason a long time ago.
Hold up. You say who hid what when?
His kinfolk hid it on me and Jason a long time ago.
Okay. Long time ago, like March 2009, when the Waco officers already knew my name. When I was pleading, telling them people I hadn't seen any drugs. I don't know nothing about no drugs, but you still send me to the penitentiary.
And then when we got finished, he said, man, you missed it. It's right here. It's showed so I'm out of the game now. I'll show you. He showed it to me.
Well, I didn't know anything about no crack, but because I couldn't afford a good lawyer and I didn't know the rules, I didn't know the laws, I earned a trip to the state penitentiary where I was able to see how this system is being ran from inside. I was able to see how it was fed off of our lack of knowledge. See, I came up with Bledsoe 10 Commandments. I've been armed with this knowledge since 2011 and I haven't uttered a word of it until February the 21st, 2018.
Mine's on. What were you saying about a padded room now?
He can go in the padded cell until he decides he wants to talk.
So
He can just go to jail.
For nothing.
Okay.
It's interfering when he doesn't interfering with the duties, I think, when you don't open the car.
You stand right here and watch these guys. This guy's refusing to get out of the vehicle, which is fine. But what I need you to do is just remain right here. You guys don't have to exit. Fine. No. He actually gave me his name and date of birth. He just won't exit the vehicle, which is fine. I mean, fine. Did he get out whenever you was asking him to get out?
I was talking with him, and he was telling me that his brother or cousin had just had that surgery and he was completely blind. And he asked me who was going to monitor you after he decided to exit the vehicle. I said, sir, body cams, in-car cams, there's a lot of officers, things of this nature. And he implied that he didn't want to exit the vehicle. And then as he was recording, he said, I'm exiting the vehicle only under duress. And then as he was getting out, his right hand wasn't visible. That's when we...
So did he open the door to get out?
Yeah, he opened the door.
He can go in the padded cell until he decides he wants to talk.
So
He can just go to jail.
Okay.
February the 21st, 2018, I was placed in that padded cell, the cushion room with the commode in the middle of the floor. Well, it had feces in it. Number 2 from the last person that was placed in there. Well, they stripped me butt naked out of my clothes. Then they flushed that open floor toilet. Then they handed me the hard, stiff barrel gown to put on. And they locked me in there for 2 days. Well, while locked in that cell, I couldn't help but to think how similar this stop was to the Waco stop. Waco mentioned speed, and then how I made a wild right turn onto Preston Street. Lot mentioned speed, and then the no license plate. Both of them found a way to violate my 4th Amendment, which is a search without a warrant based on probable cause. Well, the probable cause for this was Sheriff Ricky Skateman said he's good for dope. And just like that, this was turned into a full-fledged drug stop.
You know this guy?
Yeah, Sheriff said
Rex, quiet.
Sheriff said good for dope. Sheriff said good for dope.
So they stop it for speed, and then comes the search.
Bobby, you good with looking over there?
I didn't see anything. The back is, there's nothing in the back. There's a couple of ashtrays.
Not unless it's stuffed on him.
I was just fixing to look at these.
What? Yeah, I pried on those, so.
Did you?
Yeah, I wasn't able to get nothing.
What's up?
I popped everything I can pop in there with a screwdriver. And I can't think of anywhere else.
February the 21st, 2018, I was placed in that padded cell, the cushion room with the commode in the middle of the floor. It was there I made the decision to activate Bledsoe 10 Commandments.
All right. So the prayer goes like this. You're going to inhale through the nose exhale through the mouth 3 times. All right? On the third one, you're going to touch your heart. This is called the brain-mind coherence. When you unite the brain and the heart, it sends out a vibration that goes out for miles and miles and miles. I mean, I can change things in other states. Remember the other day when I told you they put a warrant out for my arrest? Mm-hmm. But they can't fuck with me because once I do this, I'm invisible to them. So I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to change the weather. You saw that it doesn't rain tomorrow, right? That's right. All right, so. I love my children. My children love me. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. I want it to rain tomorrow. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Alam, Amin, Amen. And that's the prayer. So we're going to give this some time. We're going to look back and you're going to see. It's going to be moisture. It's going to show right there. It's going to change right in front of us. Yeah. Watch. Just give it some time. Give it some time. For sure. Because they're going to do their thing.
Yeah. And I was just like y'all. And that's because I've been lied to. I've been hurt so many times with words that it turned me into you gotta show me. Now this brother just shared with me an essential and imperative download that is crucial. Now it makes sense to me why they have gotten rid of all of the payphone. Everything is digital. There is almost no landlines. And not knowing the phone lines was tapped, the very next morning, they let their presence be known. Yeah, man. Look. Right over the house. You hear me? They let their presence be seen. Well, I know y'all just don't understand it. February the 21st, 2018, Locke, Texas stopped me for speeding. February the 21st, 2018, Locke, Texas sent me to jail for nothing. Well, February the 21st, 2018, I decided to put all of my studying and researching to use. And the first commandment that I used off of Bledsoe 10th commandment was number 6, which is adverse possession. Well, after being incarcerated for 2 days for nothing, when I was released, I immediately went to the courthouse and filed adverse possession, which was February the 23rd, 2018 at 10:41, the state of Texas, county of Falls. I hereby certify that this instrument, let me repeat that down. It said, I hereby certify that this instrument was filed on the date and time stamped hereon by me and was duly recorded in the volume and page in official public records of Falls County. Yeah, see, people don't like to accept it coming from my mouth. So I've learned to show people. Now this was recorded in the official public record. Public mean we're not hiding anything. Public for all to see. And see, I can't speak too much about this because it's still an open case and I'm still awaiting trial for this case. But as you can see from the envelope, the top left corner shows where the envelope came from. So Falls County Courthouse, I already know I'm there. See, this is their laws that is written. This is their rules that I'm going by. So they can't say that I'm going against or not following government law because this is their rules. Yes. And just like I know any fine that is over $20, you have the right to a jury trial. Well, because they locked me up in the padded cell and treated me exactly like Waco Stop, I demanded a jury trial. And when I filled out the proper paperwork, that's when they caught on. He know a little something. And when I filled out the proper paperwork, I requested a copy of the body camera footage, which allowed me to see that I was correct. They used the speed stop to perform a fishing expedition with the hopes of finding severe charges to charge against you. Example, this is a speeding stop, and he called Miss Jody Gillum 3 times.
You know Jody Gillum, don't you? Report me to Jody Gillum. She is the DA.
I believe in my heart, this is what put the mark on my back.
I have another duty that I need to perform. I'm going to deploy my K9, and let me explain to you why. You could have very well stopped back there by the camper place. You could have stopped here at Phillips 66. You continue to come up and pull into here. So I'm going to deploy my K9 and run him around your car.
I do not consent.
This is my dog Ali. I named him after the noble Drew Ali. I taught him commands in different languages, including sign language. See the folding of the arm before the command? This is how you attach the two. Instead of using the word sit, I chose the word keeper.
Keeper. Cinco. 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 Hold on. Wait a minute. So who you supposed to be? Dog whisperer or somebody?
Tasha's saying the word cinco. You see the dog gave her 5? Well, the dog could be trained to do many different things. In this case, if the driver door was reeking of the drug scent, the dog should have immediately hit on the driver's door. Instead, the dog ran right past the door because the sign wasn't given. The dog wasn't given the command to sit yet. That's why it pays to fill out the proper paperwork and get a copy of the body camera footage. Peep the clip.
Come here, boy.
3114, 3101.
Good soup. Good soup. Soup. Good soup. Soup. Good boy. Soup. Good soup.
7 going towards Chilton, Stratman.
Soup. Good boy. Soup. Good. Good. Oh. Oh.
Whenever he's available, when you can.
Here. Come on. Soup. Boy. Soup. See that? Up.
These are things they do that allow them to violate the 4th Amendment, which is...
Hello. Hey, just FYI, Rex alerted on the driver's side door, not on the passenger side. He alerted on it twice. So I know these guys are not going to get out, and we're probably going to have to, which I don't want to, but we're probably going to have to yank him out. He's very adamant about not getting out of the car. Here. Come here. Here. Plutz. Plutz. Blade. 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 Okay, Ray, listen to me, man, okay? Listen to me, okay? Very, very important, okay? I need you guys to exit the vehicle, okay? The K9 is alerted twice.
Sir, we got a box full of goddamn food in the car.
I understand that, Ray.
I don't feel safe in my vehicle, sir.
Well, let me explain. Marlin used to have a Church's Chicken, but they closed it down. My family like and miss our churches. So every appointment we have, we bring home a family box of churches. That dog was alerted for more reasons than drugs, and this video shows hunger was one of those reasons. Watch this.
Say,
Plutz.
I don't feel. He probably smelled his chicken.
No, Ray.
He probably smelled his
Ray.
You hear me?
Ray.
He said his dog was alerted. That's unconstitutional.
Plutz.
That have nothing to do with
Plutz. Plutz.
Yeah, he wants some of this chicken right here. That's what he wants. He wants some of this chicken. Look at it.
Here.
Look at
Come here. Watch him. Here.
Hey, mama, take this. Well, listen to me though. You know we got that box of Church's Chicken in here, right?
And so the
after the search is over with, him and this old lazy ass dog come over with the driver's door, and the dog immediately sat down again, alerted in. You hear me? Because we got this big box of chicken in the car. You hear me? Hey, officer, can I put my jacket back on? Say hammerhead, can I put?
Here's proof how the speeding stop opened the door for many other severe charges to be pinned against you.
All right, well, I'm going to run Rex around the car. He came on through the intersection and then turned into here.
That's what we call evading.
Now that right there was Falls County deputy, and her name is Rebecca. And what you just heard was her giving Chief Hamilton ideas on more severe charges. And listen to what the chief did.
I'll have to call Jody on that one. Let me give her a call. Hey, real quick, Miss Jody, and I know you're gone, but do you know a Clarence Ray Bledsoe?
Yeah. Now let me remind y'all that this is a speeding stop. Chief Hamilton have called Falls County District Attorney multiple times trying to add on extra charges.
Anyway, I just didn't know if you would consider the evading case even though I didn't have my siren activated.
Yeah, you heard him. He asked Falls County District Attorney Miss Jody Gillum if she would consider charging me with felony evading in a motor vehicle, even though he didn't have his sirens activated. They're trying to stick me with a charge.
One way or another. You have to have 8 officers here to get him out of the car.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not telling you what to do.
I got you. I got you.
You got him for interference, so I mean, it's up to you.
Hey, real quick, would interfering be something that you would take, being that
You have to have 8 officers here to get him out of the car.
I don't know, probably 8 of us out here before we were able to get him out the car?
I demanded a jury trial. I filed the proper paperwork and got a copy of the chest camera footage. The 5th of March, 2018, I filed my complaint form. Well, if you look at this form on the screen, the 1st of June, 2018, which is 3 months later, Chief Hamilton of Lott Police Department filed a complaint on Ray Clarence Bledsoe for speeding. If you read the form, it says nothing about license plate missing. It says nothing about the fact that they done an illegal drug search around my mother's vehicle and found nothing, but still illegally locked me up that night for 2 days for nothing. That form says nothing about failure to display driver's license. The only complaint that is being shown on this form from the city of Lott, Texas against Ray Clarence Bledsoe is speeding, doing a 63 and a 55. But after I exercised my right for the jury trial and I filed that complaint form, I started noticing strange behaviors, different types of harassments to the point I knew I need to start recording for my record. As you can see on the screen, this is a court order to appear for jury trial. The date of this trial is set on the 12th day of December, 2018 at 9:00 a.m. Now let me remind you all, I hadn't been stopped by a police officer or involved in any other trouble since the February the 21st, 2018 stop in Lott, Texas. Explain to me why October the 21st, 2018, I was in the city of Marlin, Texas, riding down Business 6 by Pizza Hut when I was stopped by Officer Colasio. When I asked Officer Colasio what was the reason for the stop, he told me that I had a warrant for my arrest. I said, what was the warrant for? He said, it doesn't say. It just say that I have a warrant for my arrest. So Officer Colasio transported me to the Falls County Correctional Facility. I didn't find out until 3 hours later the warrant was for interfering with public duties. Remember the Chief Hamilton chest camera footage when Sheriff Ricky Skaman said,
So interfering with the duties of a peace officer. So interfering with the duties of a peace officer. So interfering with the duties of a peace officer. Work all day long. Work all day long. I mean, it's up to you. I'm not telling you to arrest him, but you got him for interference.
I was incarcerated for 3 days. On the 3rd day, I was transported to the courtroom. I knew that I was in court behind a fake fraudulent charge. No one else knew it because I hadn't presented any of this proof yet. But I knew that the original case that I was being charged for, I don't go to trial until December the 12th. Why am I in this fake court? October the 24th. Every time I go to court, I normally have to sign my name on some paper, even though I signed it under UCC-308. If you notice on this paperwork right here, there was no work that I even signed anywhere because it was a fake charge being just filed on a record against me because they thought that this would never ever be able to be presented the way that I'm allowing y'all to see it now. February the 21st, 2018, I was transferred to the Falls County Correctional Facility by Lott Police Department, where I was stripped and placed into the paddy cell for 2 days because of the speeding Lott stop. 21st, 2018, I was stopped and transferred to the Falls County Correctional Facility by the Marlin Police Department because of a warrant for my arrest of interfering with public duties because of the Lott stop, where I was incarcerated for 3 more days. Why would I agree to this total of 5 days like the paperwork show if I'm taking the original 2 days to trial? On the 12th day of December 2018, the defendant in the above numbered and entitled cause appeared in person and entered a plea of not guilty and demanded a jury trial. And the jury, having heard the evidence and the argument, signed the defendant not guilty of the offense of speeding. Dear God, I come before you today asking you to cancel every evil plan of the enemy against my life. I humbly but boldly ask that you defeat Satan. Thank you for being supreme over the enemy. Can I get the paper, so I can get a copy of the body cam that was worn by Officer Ortiz the other night? They pulled me over. You understand me? Okay. I don't have no firearms. Okay. You hear me? Gotcha. The police officer pulled me over very aggressively the other night.
When was this?
It was the sheriff, Bonner, and what's the other black officer name?
With us?
Yes.
We got two. There's 3 of us that's black here.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I don't know his name. And Officer Ortiz. They pulled me over and they say, well, we got to call in that a lime green car was riding around waving guns. The sheriff car pulled up over me, over here on the side over here. Do y'all really believe these police officers received a phone call of someone riding around in a lime green car waving a gun? Or is this retaliation? See, I believe this is harassment. That's why I'm recording to show y'all everything that I've been dealing with since I filed the correct paperwork and took it to trial and prove that I can beat the speed stop. I believe that this is harassment because they found out that I took the proper steps for this adverse possession. Yes, look at all these different times the police officers been messing with me.
Failure to display driver's license, a judgment for $100 in fine and $99.10 in court costs.
Yeah, excuse me.
Bye.
Excuse me.
You can leave.
Could you bag back?
I'm good. You can leave now, sir.
Nah, I don't want you trying to say. I don't want you to say I'm trying to hurt you or nothing.
Oh no, sir. It's all recorded.
Now, do you have a search warrant to be on my property?
Okay. I do not. Okay.
Okay. So.
But listen to me. All right. If you can just provide this information for me, your IDs. If you live here.
I'm not providing you nothing, man. Matter of fact, get off my property right now if you don't have a search warrant.
I believe that this is harassment because they found out that I took the proper steps for this adverse possession. Yes, look at all these different times the police officers been messing with me.
Failure to display driver's license, a judgment for $100 in fine and $99.10 in court costs.
Yeah, excuse me.
Bye.
Excuse me.
You can leave.
Could you bag back?
I'm good. You can leave now, sir.
Nah, I don't want you trying to say. I don't want you to say I'm trying to hurt you or nothing.
Oh no, sir. It's all recorded.
Now, do you have a search warrant to be on my property?
Okay. I do not. Okay.
Okay. So.
But listen to me. All right. If you can just provide this information for me, your IDs. If you live here.
I'm not providing you nothing, man. Matter of fact, get off my property right now if you don't have a search warrant.
See, these officers have no clue why they were sent to 429 Chambers Street to harass me. Do y'all know why they were sent to 429 Chambers Street?
You know Jody Gillum, don't you?
Yes.
Report me to Jody Gillum. She is the DA.
You gotta remember now, Jody Gillum was called multiple times during this speed stop that I took to trial.
Hey, real quick, Miss Jody, and I know you're gone, but do you know a Clarence Ray Bledsoe? Hey, real quick, would interfering be something that you would take, being that I have to call Jody on that one? Let me give her a call.
You gotta remember now, Jody Gillum was called multiple times during this speed stop that I took to trial, proving the speed stop for your passenger automobile can be beat. You gotta remember, the speed stop is their #1 reason for violating your rights, meaning searching your vehicle without a warrant signed by a judge. Example, they stopped it for speeding. Now they saying they smell alcohol. Now they got you outside your automobile, walking the line, touching your nose, following the pen with your eyes. Example, they stopped it for speeding. Now they're saying they smell marijuana. Step out your automobile. You're not under arrest. You're just detained. Yeah, in handcuffs. Yeah. See, example, they stopped it for speeding. Now they found out your driver license expired. You don't have driver license. You don't have insurance. All of those things stem from the speeding stop. And now I've proved to them that I know how to beat the speeding stop. That didn't sit well with who?
Jody Gillum.
See, these officers have no clue why they were sent to 429 Chambers Street to harass me. Do y'all know why they were sent to 429 Chambers Street? Because of the dark forces. See, when I showed that I know how to beat the speed and stop, I unknowingly created an enemy. See, the dark got mad at the light once I chose to activate Bledsoe 10 Commandments. See, when they released me from that padded cell, I was thinking how Waco, Texas sent me to the penitentiary and I was innocent. I also was thinking about how when I was in Waco, Texas, and I asked the paralegal team to send me everything that they had on possession. I was talking about possession of drugs, and they sent me adverse possession, which I knew nothing about. Yeah, see, I went home, got my paperwork, and immediately went to that courthouse. Bledsoe 10 Commandments, number 6, adverse possession. Man, when I walked into that courthouse, I was met by an angel. Rest in peace to the late, great Miss Sandy Hodges. I could have went the next day and missed her. I could have came later and was seen by someone else, but no. I placed that paperwork up on top of that counter. Miss Hodges read it, looked up at me and said, "You do know if the original owners come back for it, you have to give their property back to them." I immediately started smiling. I said, "Yes, ma'am, I'm aware of the steps." She then continued and shared with me something that I didn't know. See, home ownership is a civil matter, not a criminal matter. Yeah. See, this is Falls County District Attorney flexing her muscles. She's trying to turn a civil offense, adverse possession, which is legal, into a criminal offense. See, that explains why the officer was over here asking for my ID and what?
If you can just provide this information for me, your IDs, if you live here, if you live here, if you live here.
You would think that those in charge would know the laws, would know the penal codes, and not be trying to charge you with fake, made-up crimes. Look at this.
Okay,
So
the
suspect
only
me of
crime that
committing.
I have right now is y'all failure to identify.
I know you see the gold teeth and tattoos and immediately think I'm another plain, normal, regular black guy. No, player, wrong one. But let me educate you guys today. Texas Penal Code, failure to identify. A person commits an offense if he intentionally refused to give his name, residence, address, or date of birth to a peace officer who has lawfully arrested the person.
But the officer just accused me of committing a crime.
What crime have I committed?
Failure to identify.
No, that's not a crime.
The officer said,
Okay,
So
the
suspect
only
me of
crime
committing.
that I have right now is y'all failure to identify.
which is,
Proof what we're dealing with. We got peoples in charge of us who don't even know the laws themselves. But I'll quote them for them. You hear me? I'll quote them for them and let them read them.
they say the third time's the charm. 3 strikes in your app. Well, the dark forces took this as an act of terror. I activated number 1 off of Bledsoe 10 Commandment, which was
Texas Penal Code 38.02.
Now, this encounter happened May the 1st, 2018. Now, I already felt the dark forces had those officers over there harassing me on that day. It just didn't go the way that they thought that it would. Rather, it's retaliation or harassment, or both. You decide. Because the very next